Today we're honouring Nick and Eva Speakman. Here are just a few of their most memorable moments. Nick and Eva Speakman have been this morning's on-screen therapist since 2010.
Her brain tried to make sense of what does that pain mean to me.
And in that time, they have helped countless viewers with a range of issues.
How would you feel getting on a tube right now with myself and Nick?
Yeah, not at the moment. I don't want to go in there.
Let's look at what actually happened.
But you accept the solution, I like you let it go.
Yeah.
It was never about you. You were just another girl.
Yeah.
From physical conditions to mental health, there is nothing that these two can't tackle.
Today's that day. Absolutely.
The first time you ask for help and the first time you talk about something, immediately you feel a sense of relief, and that can be the start of the journey.
Because so many people believe this is my issue, this is just me, and are embarrassed.
No one should ever be embarrassed.
Using their own unique style of therapy, Nick and Eva have worked with viewers up and down the country on a whole host of issues surrounding mental health.
By acknowledging that Gavin's died, you can move on with your life.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. It's sort of holding me back because I'm not saying it.
Of course it is.
You know. It's,
Yeah, absolutely right.
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I've always been so scared of saying it.
Because
I'm actually accepting what's happened.
The jerks, what do you think causes them?
Personally, I think it's my body not being able to cope with things.
When's the twitching worse?
At night.
Why at night?
End of the day, stop being busy.
When did the attack happen?
At night.
you were in an abnormal situation, and in that abnormal situation, you made associations to protect you in the future.
Yeah.
So, what could threaten your life, and you become hypervigilant for anything that could threaten your life?
Yeah.
Tell me what happened on the 3rd of September.
What did your son do?
He got shot.
And what did he do for his country?
He died for his country.
It's my belief, looking at you, that every night you expect to get attacked.
Never thought like that.
Now that you're thinking about it, how does it make you feel?
Makes me realise what's been that big. It's realisation, isn't it?
So was this about you, or was it about your car?
About my car.
You are, you know, the man that sat in front of us, but inside you've got this 18-year-old who's trying to make sense of something that happened such a long time ago.
And a lot of your viewpoints and the way you see things are still through that 18-year-old young man's...
Well, that explains a lot, actually. That's exactly how I feel.
And the results really speak for themselves.
I can't believe I said it.
Son, Connor.
I don't cry.
Feel relieved.
Well, I'm so positive now. I feel like I've got a future. I just feel great.
Hi Nick and Eva, it's been about 9 months since I saw you, and just to say a massive thank you very much for what you've done for us.
Thank you to Nick and Eva Speakman for the therapy they gave me.
Just want to say a massive thank you for what you did for us last year. Just being able to say the words, Gavin's died, made such a difference to all our lives. I can never thank you enough.
I just want to say a massive thank you for giving me the confidence to move on. I can't thank you enough.
Oh my goodness. Eva, well done you. I mean,
you've not seen that. Didn't know that you were showing those updates.
Oh. I mean, it is incredible, and you know we think here we're incredibly proud of both of you and the amazing work you do. You give people back their lives, and no more so than Stephen Day we saw there in the clip, and that footage of him now. I mean, holding his body in a completely different way. So he, as we saw, that we've got a little bit about what happened to him. So he was attacked in his car, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. And when he came to Seals, it was after 10 years. And he tried to take his life 3 times, and he was told by psychiatrists, psychologists, neurologists that there was no hope and that he'd have to manage it. And just to see that difference.
He got to that point where he just felt it was not a burden to his family, which is why he wanted to commit suicide, even though they loved him so much, obviously.
So I'm
surprised you react like that when you see the success, because you deal with success every single time you're on here. I haven't seen a case that you haven't helped profoundly.
Do you know, Philip, it's a real privilege that people give us their trust, number one, that they come to us when they believe that they've hit rock bottom, and every single person's individual, and it genuinely, every single one of them means the world to us, because they've given us that trust and they've allowed us to be a part of their change.
Well, the cases that we looked at there, I mean, you've got traumas in people's lives, but a phobia can start, and you've always told us you're only born with two fears, the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. Yeah. Everything else is acquired. And some of the ones that are acquired are extraordinary. You've got Wendy Whiffen, who had a fear of snow. And I remember online looking at people going, oh, this is made up, this is not true. Yeah. Always, pretty much all the time, people say they don't believe them.
Yeah, no, definitely. And hers was quite surprising. I mean, for us, that was a real shock at that case, because what you didn't tell us was that by the end of the show, you wanted her in a tomb of ice. Yeah. We didn't get told about that. We were thinking, oh, a bit of an ice cube and a lollipop stick, but she was genuinely traumatised. She couldn't go in supermarkets, she couldn't go in restaurants, pubs. So you don't...
the sound of ice in a glass.
Didn't even have a fridge or a freezer in a house to get fresh. So it's amazing, and that's the thing with everyone that we work with. They adapt their lives around the most ridiculous of situations. Yes. You know, and all we want people to realise is that, look, if you're not born with something, you don't have to live with it, and you shouldn't have to suffer. And that's the commonality with every person that we work with. They feel that this is their life, this is the best it's going to get. And it's not true. You don't have to suffer, and there's always a way to get over things. Yeah.